Hi, it's Sonic from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is Thomas and the Missing Christmas Tree for 1987. So let's get started. Every Christmas there is a carol concert on the island of Sodon. The town band plays and lots of people come to sing carols around the Christmas tree. Afterward, there's always a special treat for the children. And this year, for the fat controller, wants the party to be an extra special celebration. It was 2 days before the Carols concert. The Fat Controllers were very busy giving orders for everywhere to be scrubbed and polished, ready for the special night. The engines was all very excited. They had been helping with the preparation, and now Henry, Gordon, and Thomas was waiting at the station for the Fat Controllers, who give them orders, or who give them their final orders. You all have jobs to do, said the Fat Controller. Henry, he said importantly, you are in charge of the cards, letters, and Gordon, you will bring the mirror. The Fat Controller paused, and Thomas, you will have the most important job. I want you to fetch the Christmas tree. Duck will look after Andy and Carabelle until you get back. Thomas beamed with pride. Yes, sir, he said. Will we be able to sing the carol too? We'll see, promised the Fat Controller. That night, the other engine in their shed. Why should Thomas go? Grumbled Henry. He can't do anything a suspended green engine like me couldn't do. Nor me, agreed Gordon. Anyone would anyone would think he was special or something. But Thomas doesn't care what they say. He been picked for the most important job. You are only jealous, he said, and he shut his eyes and went to sleep. Next morning, Thomas set off to fetch the Christmas tree. It would be nice to sing carols again, he sighed as he puffed along on his important mission. Thomas had to go down the line through Edward Station to pick up the tree. The Fat Controller had said that Thomas had to be back by tea time. Thomas picked up the tree safely and set off on the return journey. I mustn't be late, he thought. The Fat Controller is relying on me. But it had been snowing again. Large snow drift lay ahead, and Thomas was not wearing his snow plow. He whistled bravely and tried to make his way through. He ran into a snowdrift and tried to turn his wheels, but it was no good. He was stuck. Suddenly, the wind blew the snow all over him. Thomas was snowed under. Back at the station, it had been snowing too. The workmen rushed off to fetch their shovels to clean a path for the visitors. The other engine waited for Thomas to come back. They waited and waited. Perhaps he's stuck in a tunnel. Somewhere, suggested Gordon. Henry let off steam. Pooh, he said. He much more likely to have been turned onto the branch line. He could have run into a cow, suggested Donald. Silence, said the Fat Controller. We know that Thomas collected the tree safely, but now the snow had brought down the telephone wires. We must assume that Thomas is stranded somewhere near Edward Station. The engine all felt sorry for poor Thomas. We are not going to leave him there, sir. We are, asked Douglas. Certainly not, said the Fat Controller. I will need 2 volunteers to go out and find Thomas. All the engines hooted at once. They all wanted to help to rescue Thomas. The twins, Donald and Douglas, were chosen for the job. Quickly, the men fetched the snowplow, and the drivers and firemen checked each one to see that everything was ready for the journey. Soon Donald and Douglas set off to rescue Phil and Cold but composite. Good luck, the other engine whistled as the twin left the yard. At the junction, they met Toby, Percy, and Duck. The Fat Controller had canceled all trains until Thomas is found, said Duck, so take care. Come back safely with Thomas and the missing Christmas tree, added Toby, giving a final blast on his whistle, just for luck. Donald and Douglas puffed bravely on, but the snow was getting thicker now. They struggled through Edward Station. Donald wanted to stop for a rest, but Douglas wouldn't let him. What if Thomas is lying hurt somewhere? He said. Great snowdrift laid across Gordon Hill. Again and again, Donald and Douglas forced the snowplow into the deep snow, and each time they managed to move slowly forward. Then they drew back and paused for breath. What's that? Hissed Douglas. I can hear something. Very faintly, there came a muffled cry. Help, help. Perhaps the wind, insisted Donald. No, listen, said Douglas. Help over here. It's Thomas, they cried together. Come on, said Douglas. Let's get him out. He must be frozen to his frame in there. The men began to dig the snow away. Thomas' driver and firemen, who had taken shelter in the nearby collars, came out to help too. It was not long before they had dug Thomas and the missing Christmas tree out of the snow. Thomas was pleased to see the twins, but he was feeling cold and miserable. The men coupled him behind Donald and Douglas and all set off on their journey home. When the engine arrived at the station, everyone gave Thomas just a warm welcome that he began to feel quite cheerful again. The Christmas tree was quickly unloaded, put into a tub, and decorated for the carol concert. There was a great rush to get the station ready, and by the time the mayor and the visitor came, crowded in, everything looked suspended. The Fat Controller stood in front of the engines. As a reward for all your hard work today, he said, smiling, you may go and enjoy the corridor. Be quick now. Yes, sir, said all the engines. Whoosh, said James, letting off steam because he was so pleased. The Fat Controller paused. Kindly remember that this is a special occasion. Be on your best behavior, and I want no whizzing, please. The engine took their place at the carol concert. 1, 2, 3, boomed the Fat Controller. And suddenly, as by magic, the station was flooded with lights, and there was the Christmas tree decorated with colorful lamps, stars, and lights. Then the Fat Controller shouted, 3 cheers for Thomas the Engine and his friends, and everyone clapped and cheered. The engines were delighted. James was excited that he let out a great whoosh. Everyone laughed, and this time, not even the Fat Controller seemed to mind very much. Suddenly, there was a strange woolen noise. It seemed to come from the sky, and there with his loading lights shining brightly, was Hero the helicopter. He came down gently in the snow, and out stepped a figure wearing a red cloak. Everyone cheered. It was Father Christmas. He handed out presents to all the children and thanked the engine for rescuing Thomas and saving the missing Christmas tree. Happy Christmas, Thomas, and to all your friends, he said. The carol party was a great success. Afterward, Thomas and Percy went back to the shed together. It's no fun getting stuck in the snow, whispered Thomas to Percy, but it was worth it for the party. Happy Christmas, Percy. Happy Christmas, everyone. So that was Thomas and the Missing Christmas Tree from 1987. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.